Everyone, welcome to my new catalog launch party.
Hi, it's Lynn Dunn from Stamptastic Designs. Thanks so much for joining me today. In this episode of Stamptastic TV, we are going to celebrate the launch of the new Stampin' Up annual catalog together. The 2019-2020 Stampin' Up catalog went live yesterday. Woohoo! Are you excited? Now, the best way to start a new catalog launch party is, well, to take a walk through the new catalog, right? You will get to see the new products, learn some fun things about the catalog, get some tips about the design and layout, and best of all, you will be able to get in on some of the fun prize giveaways today and throughout the month of June. So let me tell you a little bit about how you can get in on the prize giveaways. So all you have to do is simply leave me a comment below this video. So today there are 8 prizes that I'm going to mention throughout this video. So you will need to keep track of the names of the products that I mention as prizes throughout this video. Now, you don't have to do that, but if you want to win the grand prize, you're definitely going to want to pay attention and keep track. So if you keep track of all 8 of the items, write them down, then you can enter the second prize drawing. So you'll have to watch the video so you can find out what the grand prize is, but you'll also have to watch it so that you can find out what 8 prizes you need to submit on your form. All right, so I'd like to give a big shout out and welcome back to all of my current subscribers. I'm so happy to have you joining me each week. And if you are new to my channel, be sure that you click on the subscribe button and tap that little bell so you will be notified each time I upload a new video. Okay, so let's start by admiring the cover of the new catalog. I know it might sound corny, but I just love the creativity that goes into the design of the cover for every Stampin' Up catalog, and this one was no exception. So the catalog is titled Creativity is Calling. So can you hear it? It is calling you. So the whole theme of the catalog is really to let Stampin' Up be your guide and inspiration for your creativity. And they definitely are. So now you might have noticed that my catalog has this nice little spiral bound on the side. So my good friend Mona Krimmer got me started on this last year. So you can take your catalog to any office supply store and they will put this awesome little spiral bound on it. And I love it because you can open the catalog and your pages stay open without having to worry about trying to keep them open. So having this spiral bound is just a great way to kind of safeguard your catalog, and it's perfect for browsing because your catalog stays open. You don't have to worry about the little crease because the spiral bound takes care of it. So it costs about $5 here in Wisconsin to have this done at one of our local office supply stores. So I highly recommend it. All right, so let's start by looking at the first section of the catalog. So this is page 1. And the first page of the catalog just features a really nice message from Shelley about the power of connecting with others. And I can remember the first time I was introduced to Stampin' Up, I was instantly hooked on the beautiful products, of course, but it was at a time when I became an empty nester, so I needed to feel connected to something, to someone, as I was experiencing a lot of change and loss in my life. So Stampin' Up really helped me connect with people in ways that I never imagined. And besides that, the products are beautiful and it's just so fun to get together with others and create. So it definitely is my happy place, especially in my craft room. So of course you can also find the table of contents here as well. Now this is an idea book, so not only will you find a variety of products like stamps, ink, papers, and accessories, you will also find so many sample projects and ideas to help inspire you. Now you'll notice that bundles, these are some icons that are in the catalog. So there's an icon for bundles, and those bundles are stamp sets and some type of tool that you can use. And when you purchase them together, you get a 10% discount, so look for that icon. And you will also find the icon that signifies it's new. So it's a new stamp set or tool or accessories. So look for those as well throughout the catalog. On page 2, you will find some information about the different types of stamps that are available. So Stampin' Up! Now carries the cling, and the photopolymer stamp sets. Now they do have some wood mount stamp sets, and those I'll tell you about a little bit later, but the majority of the stamps that are in this catalog are the cling mount and the photopolymers. So the cling stamps are made of the red rubber, and they have a real sticky adhesive label, so they stick really nice to your blocks or your stamp positioning tool if you happen to have a Stamparatus. So that's an awesome feature because they don't fall off the blocks anymore. And then the photopolymer stamps are the transparent stamps. So those are the stamps that you can see right through for ease in placement. And on page 3 of the catalog, you will find a complete list of all of the exclusive Stampin' Up! Colors. So the colors are featured by collection, and there's 53 of them. So you can find the in colors, the neutrals, the brights, the subtles, and the regals. So each collection has 10 ink colors in them, and then the basics has just these 3. Now the in color collections are only available for 2 years, so every year one color collection retires and then a new one takes its place. So this year we have this one that took the place of a retiring one that left us last month, or just the other day. Kind of nice that we get the latest fresh and trendy colors to play with, and I always look forward to the launch of the new in colors. So speaking of in colors, as part of my new catalog launch party, I will start by giving away a ribbon share featuring the new 2019-2021 in colors. So the ribbon share will have all 5 of these colors and 2 yards of each, so it'll be a lot of fun to play with. Ooh, so that's your prize alert. So keep track. If you're keeping track, you want to write this down. So remember, all you have to do to enter the prize drawings for today is simply leave a comment below. And be sure to jot down the names of all the prizes that I mentioned throughout this video so you have a chance to win the grand prize. Now, all of these color collections, you can see that the pages are listed here so you can easily find them in the rest of the catalog. So this is just kind of like a snapshot. All right, so next, let's talk about the bundle index. So this is something new this year, and it's an awesome index of all the bundles that are being offered throughout the annual catalog. So bundles are coordinating stamp sets and tools that you can purchase together at a 10% discount. So if you're familiar with the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog, then you know that the bundles have always been featured on multiple pages throughout the catalog, and they still are. However, this year you can find all of the bundles in one place, and they are on page 4 through 11. So lots and lots of bundles to play with this year. Now, some stamp sets are bundled with a punch, and others are bundled with a die set. So you can use this index to just kind of browse the collection of different bundles, and then when you find one that you like, you can go to the page that it's featured on and see more project ideas and see the bundle up close. Okay, so now we're going to start talking about the different sections of the catalog. So there are 4 sections of the catalog that feature all the stamp sets. So we're going to start by looking at the Everyday Occasions section, and then we'll move on to the Love, Thanks, and Support, Kids and Babies, and Artistic Expressions. So this first section is a pretty big section, the Everyday Occasions, and it starts on page 12 and 13, and it starts with the Woven Threads product suite. So this section of the catalog has products that basically can be used to create all sorts of crafty things for just about any occasion. Now there are 32 new stamp sets featured in this section of the catalog and 5 fun product suites. So we'll talk a little bit about the Woven Threads product suite, and then we'll take a peek at the Noble Peacock, the Magnolia Lane, Garden Lane, and Follow Your Art. So these suites provide you with a variety of coordinating products. So you can see here there's a stamp set, there's some dies, some designer paper that goes with this suite, there's a sequin assortment, and some trim. So all of these products work well together and they're part of this suite. So one of the cool new features in the catalog this year is our ability to order an entire suite of products just by entering one item numbers. So if you use this item number when you order, it tells you that the entire suite is $72, and with that, you get everything that is listed here. So that's pretty cool, especially for me, because as I've told you before, I have no self-control. So I could just enter one number and I can get all of these things instead of entering each of the individual numbers. So it's just a great way, kind of a little time saver, and a great way to get everything that you love about a particular suite. Okay, so I have another prize alert. So this prize that I'm going to be giving away is the stamp set in this particular suite. So the stamp set is called Woven Heirloom, and it is one of the prizes in today's giveaway. So remember, all you have to do is leave a comment and write down the name of the prize, and I'll tell you what to do with all the names of the prizes at the end of this video. Okay, so you can see this just kind of gives you just a bigger picture. That's the other thing about the new catalog this year. You will notice that the designer paper that is in the new catalog is much bigger. The pictures are much bigger, so you can see the detail and how beautiful the paper is. So I just love that about the new catalog. All right, so you can see here is a new stamp set. So there's that little N symbol here, and of course the bundle. So the bundles are still featured throughout the catalog, but you can find that complete list of bundles on the pages that I just showed you. But here it just shows you the bundle, shows you a couple more ideas that you can create with the bundle, and then the price for the bundle with the 10% off. All right. So the other fun thing about the catalog is that many of the stamp images have coordinating tools. So you'll notice here on page 18 and 19, it talks about tool coordination. So if you see a little silhouette behind the images listed in the catalog, you know that there is something that coordinates with it. So for example, this one, you know that there's a pretty label punch that coordinates with this stamp set. Or over here, there is a coordinating die set that goes with this particular pocket outline. So look for that little silhouette behind the image, and you can always look underneath the name of the stamp set to see what it coordinates with, and it tells you the page numbers. So you can go to the tools section, which is in the back of the catalog, and you can take a peek at the tools that coordinate with that set. Now let's flip to page 23 of the catalog. So I want to talk a little bit about the Daisy Lane stamp set. So next week's video is going to feature this particular stamp set. So I am going to feature 3 different card designs, and we're going to kind of do the step it up technique. So we'll start with a clean and simple design, then I'll step it up and create a couple different card ideas, including a fun fold card. So there will also be a giveaway offered with next week's video, so you want to make sure that you mark your calendars and join me on Wednesday, June 12th to learn more. And this again is one of those fun bundles, so you can get the Daisy punch and you can get the stamp set. Plus it coordinates with the other Daisy stamp set from the previous annual catalog. All right, the next suite we will talk about is the Noble Peacock suite. So another prize alert for you. So in this suite, there are some Noble Peacock rhinestones, so I am going to be giving those away as one of the giveaways, one of the prizes for today, so make sure you write that down. But again, there are a variety of different products in this suite. You have the stamp set, there's some dies, there's a embossing folder, some beautiful designer paper, and some foil sheets, some ribbon, and then of course these rhinestones. So again, you have the ability to order the entire product suite, or you can order just the bundle or individual products. So just a really nice feature. All right, so let's flip to page 31. So you will also find that the catalog has a variety of project ideas to help inspire you. So there are even step-by-step instructions and little tips featured throughout the catalog. So be sure to look at everything closely. Like for example here, they give you some step-by-step tips for how to create these little accent pieces for your card. And over here, of course, there's a variety of different card ideas and different tips that they share throughout the catalog. So moving on, let's go to page 37. And this is my absolute favorite suite of products in the whole catalog. This is the Magnolia Lane product suite. I'm a big fan of flowers and vintage style cards, so you can just see with the craft cardstock and stuff that is in this particular product suite. It's just a gorgeous suite of products. So the Magnolia Lane suite comes with a lot of different things. So you get the stamp set, you get the dies, there's an embossing folder, just a beautiful embossing folder, which you can see featured over here. There's some designer paper, which is absolutely gorgeous. So those of you that watched my sneak peek of some of the new catalog products that I got, I showed you the designer paper. There's also some specialty Memory and More cards and some card packs. So one of the videos that I'll be doing this month, I'll give you some tips for how to use these two things together to create some just gorgeous cards. The Memory and More card pack is actually these beautiful cards that you can use to either do scrapbooking or to make handmade cards with. And then they have the specialty envelopes, cards and envelopes. So that's the craft envelopes and the card bases. So you combine those two together and you can make some beautiful cards with it. So I'll show you that later on this month. And then, of course, there's some ribbon they have. They have some really fun little cork embellishments, and then some new Stampin' Blends, a combo pack of Stampin' Blends. So really, really nice suite. All right, jumping over to page 41 is the Garden Lane suite, and this is a smaller suite of products. Again, the products are listed here. You can see there's a stamp set, designer paper, and this coordinates with the Magnolia Lane suite. So if you happen to get the one and you really like this one, the two will coordinate very nicely together. And then jumping over to page 53 is the Follow Your Art suite. So this is the last suite in this section of the catalog, and it's a fun and cheerful little suite of products that is perfect for celebrating creativity. So it's perfect for us crafters. And the suite, obviously you can again see everything here is listed that comes in the suite, and there is the ordering number for the suite. It has a stamp set, some dies, some fun designer paper, an embossing folder. There's a really nice embellishment kit. So once you use all the embellishments in this kit, you can then use the really cute little box and make a little gift for somebody. And they also have some washi tape and these cute little Stampin' Up shipping boxes. So that's kind of fun too. Ooh, I almost forgot. And another prize alert. So for this particular prize giveaway, I am going to give away the Follow Your Art washi tape. So make sure you write this down. Okay, so as you can see, there are just a variety of different fun products in this particular section of the catalog. And again, look for the N next to the products to find the ones that are new in this catalog. And you'll notice that this particular stamp set does not have an N next to it. So this is a carryover from the last catalog. So lots of new things and lots of fun returning favorites. We're going to flip to page 68 and we're going to take a look at some of the Christmas sets. So in the annual catalog, there are always a couple different Christmas sets. And this I really love because I like to do a Christmas in July event. So I'm happy to see that there are a lot of returning favorites. There's a new set here that just came out in this catalog. But most of the sets that are featured in this annual catalog are returning favorites. So this is one of my favorite, the Dashing Deer and the Winter Woods. So, well, actually all of them are my favorite. I like them all. So in this section of the catalog, there's only that one new set. Like I said, everything else has been carried over. So the everyday occasions section, which you can find the label for this section, ends here on page 71, and then we start with the love, thanks, and support section. So this next section starts on page 72, and as I said, it's called Love, Thanks, and Support. So there are 9 new stamp sets featured in this section of the catalog, as well as 2 beautiful product suites. So this is the first product suite that we're going to talk about, the pressed petals, and then we'll go on to take a look at the Bird Ballad product suite as well. Just absolutely gorgeous products that you can use in this section of the catalog to express your love and gratitude and support. So this is on top of my list. With the launch of the new catalog. This is an absolutely gorgeous suite of products. And again, you can see the item number here. It comes with a stamp set. It has some beautiful images in it, some dies. There's a scripty 3D embossing folder. I'm super excited about that because I just really like to have that scripting on my cards and on different projects that I make. There's some designer elements, a journal. So definitely going to be doing a class on putting together a journal. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous embossed cover there. So watch for some class details on that. And of course there's some ribbon. And the thing that really caught my eye, well, besides all the beautiful flowers, was this, the designer paper and the washi tape. So there's some specialty washi tape here that actually, it looks like, I don't have it yet, but it looks like when you peel it off, you can peel off these different little petals and create some beautiful flowers. So I'm really excited about that particular washi tape. And oh, by the way, we have another prize alert. So this prize, I'm going to give away some of the designer elements from the suite. There's a variety of different elements in here, silver, gold, and copper. There's 36 pieces, so make sure you write that one down. So I'm really excited about that suite. And here, again, you can see in more detail what the paper looks like. And this particular paper pack has 24 sheets in it, which is double what we normally have in our Designer Series paper pack. But I'll just kind of point out that these particular pieces of paper are a little more lightweight, so that's why we have more in this particular pack. And again, you can see all of the stamp sets that are returning. Just some really nice sets in here. A new stamp set called You Are Loved. Lots of different project ideas. But I want to focus your attention on page 80. So on this page, it features the distinctive stamps. And so you'll see this little icon here, the distinctive stamp icon, throughout the catalog for any stamp sets that are, well, distinctive. So what does that mean? So distinctive stamps are stamps that have deeply etched images, so you get a beautifully shaded image when you stamp it without all the fuss. So all you have to do to get this gorgeous detailed image here, so this is the Healing Hugs, is just ink it up and stamp it. And then you end up with a beautifully shaded, perfect image every time. So I just love the distinctive stamps. They're just so fun and beautiful to work with. So look for that icon throughout the catalog. And this one I just have to point out, it's super cute. Will Walrus be friends? I mean, that is just, there's some really super cute stamps that are coming out in this particular catalog. So the next suite of products that I want to talk about is the Bird Ballad suite. So again, you'll see this is a cling stamp, and the item number is there. And this particular suite of products comes with the stamp set. There's some fun stitched nested label dies. So these are the dies that you get to create all sorts of fun shapes for your cards and projects. Of course, there's some designer paper. There's a laser cut cards and tin. So I want to draw your attention to that, as I will be doing a video later this month, during the month of June, on this particular product suite, and we're going to use the laser cut cards and tin. And of course, I'll have a giveaway with that particular video. I'll have giveaways with all of my videos during the month of June, so be sure to tune in each week. The suite also comes with the scallop lace trim, which is just beautiful trim, and the bird ballad trinkets. So there's a variety of kind of vintage style trinkets that come in this suite. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous product suite. And so here it's kind of funny. They have a Step It Up section listed in the catalog. So if you've watched some of my videos, you know I like that Step It Up technique, where you can take one card design and you can make it pretty simple and then just step it up by adding different things, adding more embellishments and maybe ribbon or other accessories or accent pieces on your card. So I love the Step It Up technique. It's a great way to take one design and turn it into multiple different card ideas. All right, so this product suite ends on page 97. So this is the last page for this particular section, for the love, thanks, and support section. And oh, I'll just draw your attention to the Daisy Delight. So I mentioned the Daisy Lane earlier, so the Daisy Delight and Daisy Lane coordinate together. All right, so let's move on to the next section, which is the kids and babies section. So this section starts on page 98 of the catalog, and of course it's focused on, well, kids and babies. So there's only one suite of products featured in this particular section of the catalog, but it's absolutely adorable. It's called the Dinah Roar Suite. So it comes with a stamp set and dies. There's some paper, some really fun ribbon, denim ribbon, and these adorable little enamel shapes. And again, here's some of the pattern paper so you can get an idea of what it looks like. Just really fun. Now there's a couple other stamp sets in this section that are new. So there's the Wildly Happy. There's 3 new ones. And these are some of the returning favorites. One of my favorites here is the little elephant. It's just so adorable. And the Wiggle Worm is another new one. That's kind of cute. I'm not into bugs, but I do have to say it's pretty cute. So that's really it for that particular section. There's 3 new stamp sets in that section of the catalog. It's kind of a small section. And the last section we're going to talk about as far as stamp sets go is the artistic expression section. So this particular section starts on page 106 and 107. And the Perennial Essence is one of the suites, one of 4 suites that are featured in this section of the catalog. And this has just some gorgeous products again in it. The Floral Essence stamp set, there's a coordinating punch, beautiful designer paper, some vellum, ribbon, and some little floral centers that have adhesive already on them. So you can create these fun little floral designs for your projects or your cards. So I'll draw your attention to page 111 in the catalog. It has a new stamp set called Inspiring Iris. So this is one of those 2-step stamping. So you stamp like the outline, and then you stamp the little fill in, the color for your flowers. It's a really, 2-step stamping is a lot of fun. And it's pretty easy to line it up because these are photopolymer stamps, so you can see right through them, but this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous set in this section of the catalog. And of course, there's a variety of vintage stamp sets that are coming out, so I'm pretty excited about that. This one in particular is a distinctive stamp, so you get this really detailed image here, and then some detailed images here with the leaves. So looking forward to playing with that distinctive stamp set. Now there are a total of 29 new stamp sets in this section of the catalog. So you'll see that each page features pretty much a new stamp set on it. So let's talk about the next suite of products that is featured in this section, which is the Mosaic Mood. So again, there's a stamp set and a punch, so a nice label punch. There's an embossing folder that comes with this, some designer paper, these pretty little flower faceted gems, and some new ribbon. So it's a really fun and bright product suite. If you like Mosaic, you are gonna love this product suite. So another prize alert for you. I am giving away the flower faceted gems, so make sure you write down that item as one of the giveaways for today. So remember, all you have to do to enter is simply leave me a comment below this video and just jot down the prizes that I'm giving away throughout this video so that you have a chance to win the grand prize, which I'll reveal shortly. Now, this particular product suite is also featured in my All Occasions card making club during the month of June. So you can learn more about the card making club by clicking on the link in the description below this video. Let's flip to the next product suite, which is on page 133, and it's called See a Silhouette. So again, you can find the product number for the entire suite up at the top here, and then all the individual items in the suite are listed here. Has a really nice stamp set, some dies, some very bright and cheerful designer paper. There's little library clips and seam binding ribbon, and then some new stamp emboss powder. And the shimmery white and shimmery black. So you can see here what some of the embossing looks like using that new embossing powder. And another prize alert, I am going to be giving away some of the embossing powder. I will send you the shimmery black embossing powder here, so make sure you write that down. So let's jump over to page 139, where again, here you'll find some tips for, now this is a stamping technique where you can make a mirror image. So it shows you how to stamp an image. So for example, you have this seahorse here that is only facing to the right, but if you want to make the seahorse face to the left, then there's a little technique that you can use that involves a silicone craft sheet and stamping your mirror image. So you stamp it on the craft sheet, and then you lay your cardstock on top to pull the ink off of the craft sheet, and that's how you get the mirror image. So it's a fun little technique, but I just want to call your attention to that, as you'll find techniques throughout the catalog. Now, the last product suite featured in this section is called Come Sail Away, and if you've been following me here on YouTube or following me for a while, you know that I just recently did a video on this particular product suite. I did a little center step easel card idea that I shared with you last month. So if you missed it, you can click on the link at the top of your screen and check out the simple yet stunning fun fold card idea that I created with products from this suite. Now this suite, again, you'll find the product suite item number here at the top. It has a stamp set, it has some dies so that you can cut out all the different images in the set. It has the High Seas embossing folder, some Come Sail Away designer paper, a Memories and More card pack, which again you can make more cards with. There's some new baker's twine, and the baker's twine has Night of Navy and Sahara sand in it, so it's not your normal white color. It has kind of that grayish color in it, and then it has the Sail Away trinkets. So it's a really awesome product suite to make cards for a variety of different occasions, but I always find that these particular suites make really great masculine card ideas. So this is definitely a fun suite. Another fun new stamp set coming out is called A Good Man. So it has a variety of different images in it for creating some masculine themed cards, and I love the samples that they have down here. Just really bold and eye-catching samples. All right, let's jump to page 56. So I want to talk a little bit about the background stamps. You can find them on page 56. So I mentioned earlier in the video that Stampin' Up! Is really only using cling and photopolymer stamps. That's what they feature throughout the entire catalog. However, the background stamps are the one type of stamp that you can get in wood mount. So that means that the stamp is permanently mounted to a wood block that comes with the particular stamp set. So all of the background stamps here are featured in wood mount, and they're featured in the cling. So you have two different options for the stamps. There's a new one coming out called Birch. It's just absolutely beautiful. Look at how gorgeous this particular project is. So that's a fun background stamp. And this one is new as well, the all wired up. So the chicken wire. And if you participated in Celebration and got the rooster, the home to roost stamp set, this will go great with that particular stamp set. All right, so let's flip to the next page, 158 and 159, and we'll talk a little bit about the angel policy. So it's mentioned here on page 159. So all of the Stampin' Up! Images in the catalog are copyrighted. So basically, if you're looking to use these stamped images to create cards or other crafty projects that you want to sell, then you need to include a little Stampin' Up! Copyright symbol on your project. So this stamp set and the Make a Difference stamp set both have the little copyright stamp in them so that you can be compliant with the copyright policy or the angel policy. So to learn more about the angel policy, you can visit stampinup.com/terms of use. Now I think I also want to mention that all of the images in this catalog are actual size. So that's really important. So this is the actual size of the particular stamped image. So if you're trying to figure out if they're going to fit on your acrylic blocks, you can take your acrylic block and you can put it over the stamped image or the image that's in the catalog to see if it will fit on your acrylic blocks. So it's a really nice feature of the catalog. If the images are not actual size, it will be noted. Like for example here, it says the artwork shown is at 35% for this particular set. But these are shown at normal size. So just a little tip for you about that. Okay, so that's it for the stamp sets. So as you can tell, the catalog has the whole first part of the catalog is all the different stamp sets and different product suites that Stampin' Up! Has. The last part of the catalog focuses on all of the different accessories that you can get to go along with your stamps. So we'll start by looking at the Storage by Stampin' Up! So this is a new suite of products that helps you get organized in your craft room. And these little storage options are just so fun to work with. They're very sturdy. I have, if you saw at the beginning of the video, right behind me, I have all of my storage containers for my ink and for my markers and for my Stampin' Blends. They were all directly behind me. And the nice thing about these storage options is that they are modular and they're stackable. So you can make them as high as you want and you can adjust them to fit your crafting space. So it's your space, your way. And that's what I love about them. So you don't have to worry about, geez, it doesn't fit on my crafting table. It doesn't fit in the little space that I have for my inks. You can adjust these and make them as tall or as short as you want. So it's a great, great feature. And you can purchase them individually. So for example, the ink pad and marker storage. So that's for your regular ink pad here and marker storage. They come in a set of 5. And then you can get little toppers for them. You can get toppers to hold ink. You can just get a flat top if you don't need a holder on the top, if you just want to make it flat. So there's a variety of different things that you can do with the storage option. So I just love that. All right, on page 162, you will find the color collections, and this goes also through to page 164. So starting back on 162, there are 6 different color collections. And I think I mentioned before, there are a total of 53 Stampin' Up! Colors, and they're all arranged in these color collections. So there are 10 colors for each of the different collections, and they're all listed here. And then, of course, the in colors are listed on the next page. The thing I want to draw your attention to here are these columns and the assortments. So you'll notice that, let's just look at the Subtles collection. They list the cardstock. So all of the item numbers for the different colors of cardstock in this particular collection are listed here. So if you're looking for a cardstock pack, you can find it here. This is your regular 8.5 by 11. If you're looking for your classic Stampin' Pads, you can find them here. And then the refills for each of the colors are listed here. Now, if you are looking to get an entire collection, you can look at the assortments section. So for example, if you order cardstock here, you're just going to get Blushing Bride, and you're going to get 24 sheets of Blushing Bride in this particular pack. If you order an assortment, you will get 20 sheets, 2 of each of the 10 colors. So if you're looking to get all of the colors, you might want to choose this option so that you get a variety instead of just one color. And then they also have 12 by 12 sheets. There's some designer paper in this, in all of these colors. So you get 40 sheets. It's a 6 by 6 inch pack. So it's not like your normal 12 by 12. They're a little smaller. But you get all of the different patterns and all of the colors. And then if you wanted to grab all of the ink pads, there's an item number here for you to do that, so you don't have to order them all individually. If you don't have any colors in this collection, you might want to use the code for that. You get 10% off when you order the ink pads or the ink refills all at once. And then you also have the Stampin' Right markers. So the only way you can get the coordinating markers for this particular suite, well, for any of the suites, is to order them as an assortment. So you get 10 markers, you get 1 of each of the 10 colors. And so here's the code for that. And it's set up like that for all of the color collections. So you'll find the assortments listed right next to it. Okay, so let's move on and talk about the Designer Series paper. So you'll find the Designer Series paper starting on page 165, and it runs through 168. So there are 12 different packages of Designer Series paper, and I've kind of pointed them out to you as we went through the catalog. But here, you can see them kind of all in one place. But if you go to the particular product suites that we talked about, you can see a much larger picture of the designer paper if you want to get a closer look. So the designer paper is double-sided, and all of these packs here are 12 by 12 inch sheets of designer paper. Now, I pointed out that this particular pack of designer paper has 24 sheets. Your normal is 12. And so this design is a little more lightweight. The paper's a little more lightweight than some of the other designer paper, which is why you get more. And one of the things I want to point out about the Mosaic Mood and the Noble Peacock is that you have some very shiny accents. So for the Mosaic Mood, you have shiny on one side and kind of flat or dull on the other side. And the Noble Peacock is just gorgeous. It's foil accented paper. So fun little papers that you can use. And then, of course, for all of the in colors, you have some different Designer Series paper. So this is the pattern. This is the pattern for the in colors. This is what it looks like. And you can order the designer paper in the colors from last year, that came out last year, or the colors that just came out this year. And then you also have the same patterns of paper that you can order in any of the other color collections. So then we also have a selection of cards and envelopes that you can find on the bottom of page 168. So there's just a variety of different things here that are available to us, and these are really a time saver You know, the card bases, it comes with the card bases and the envelopes. All you have to do is decorate them. So there's just a variety of different things that you can use. There's also some regular there's also some regular envelopes down here on the bottom that you can get, and some little note cards. So if you're looking for cards and envelopes, that's a good place to go. And then on page 169, you'll find a variety of basic papers. So you have your cardstock packs, your thick cardstock. The thick cardstock comes in white and vanilla. And this is perfect for creating your card bases. I use this all the time instead of the regular white or vanilla cardstock. They also have 12 by 12 pieces of cardstock. Got some new watercolor paper and some new vellum, some new colored vellum that goes with the Perennial Essence product suite. And of course, some new laser cut specialty papers. So you can cut this paper, these little things, and create little elements for your cards or projects. So, oh, and we have another prize alert. So I am also giving away a pack of note cards and envelopes, which are featured right here on page 168. So that is one of the prizes for today's giveaway. So remember, all you have to do is keep track of them. So write it down, note cards and envelopes. All right, let's go on to pages 170 and 171. So this section of the catalog contains all of the Memories and More products. So these products can be used for scrapbooking or memory keeping, but they can also be used to create cards. So as I mentioned earlier, I'll be showing you how to use the Magnolia Lane Memories and More card pack, both the cards and the craft cards and envelopes. So these are the card bases and envelopes. So I will teach you all about the Memories and More card packs in an upcoming video later this month. The next page, 172 and 173, these pages have a variety of different packaging ideas. So here you'll find boxes and bags, some tins, different copper tea tins. So these are actually a carryover from last catalog. And a variety of different accessories that you can use to create some fun packaging. And just in case you were not aware, these little acetate card boxes, they've been in the last couple of catalogs, but they are perfect for packaging up your handmade cards. So you can fit about anywhere from 4 to 6 cards in these little card boxes. And then you can just decorate up the outside, or you can just leave it as is because they're clear. So you'll be able to see the card front right through the acetate box. But it's a great way to package up your cards and give them as gifts. And on page 174 and 175, we have a variety of different ribbon and trim to coordinate with all the different colors of ink and paper that are in the catalog. So the ribbon comes in 5 or 10 yard lengths. So you just have to look at the description here to see. So like this one is 5 yards. And then this gathered ribbon, that's 10 yards. So it just depends on which ribbon you're looking at. All right, and the next page is embellishments. You can find all of the embellishments on page 176, 177, and of course there's some on the next page, 178. So there's a variety of different fabulous things that you can use to accent your cards or whatever projects you're working on. Pages 179 through 181, so we'll start here with the coloring tools. There are a variety of different coloring tools that you can use. So you'll find all the Stampin' Blends listed on this page. So these are those alcohol-based markers. They're perfect for blending and shading. And then they also have some new pigment sprinkles. So this is similar to the Brusho that we had in the last catalog. So you just mix it with water, and you can make some fun watercolor backgrounds or watercolor washes. And of course, an assortment of different watercolor pencils. And then there's a whole bunch of different coloring tools here, aqua painters and blender pens and all sorts of things. So just kind of browse through this section and take a peek at all the different tools that are here on these pages. On to the next page. So on pages 182 and 183, so kind of the top of 183, you'll find some Stampin' accessories. So here's where you'll find the acrylic blocks that you can mount your cling or your photopolymers on to do some stamping. And then you'll also find, some different things for cleaning your stamps, like the chamois. There's some Stays-On cleaner. You need a special cleaner if you're going to buy Stays-On ink, so just so you're aware of that. And then they have the regular Stampin' Mist and the scrub. And then on the bottom of page 183, you'll find all the different adhesives, so be sure to read through the different descriptions. It kind of gives you an idea of what the adhesive is and what it can be used for. So there's a variety of different things that you can use them for, and some work better than others depending on what project you're working on. Then on the next page, page 184 and 185, you will find the Stamparatus. So if you're not familiar with this tool, this is a must-have tool for all stampers. So it's the perfect tool to use for positioning your stamps and getting good, clean images all the time. It helps you perfectly align them. You don't have to worry about crooked images, half-inked images, or other stamping issues. It's a really great tool. So I put together a video when the Stamparatus first came out, and if you want to learn more about the Stamparatus, you can watch the video featured at the top of your screen to learn more. And then on pages 186 through 188, there are a variety of different punches that are available in the catalog. So many of them coordinate with stamp sets that are featured throughout the catalog. On the last page with the punches, these are builder punches. It enables you to punch everything out at once so you can build different accents for your cards or for whatever crafty projects you are working on. All right, then on to page 189. This features all the other tools such as your paper snips, your bone folder. There's this take your pick tool. This is a great tool if you have trouble picking up those little tiny embellishments like pearls or rhinestones. This little tool is a must-have. You can pick up all those little embellishments real easily and have perfect placement on your cards or whatever projects you're working on. So it's a great little tool. And what's new is this take your pick die brush tip. So this easily removes, little pieces from die cuts, and it attaches right to this tool. So it's very cool. All right, now on the next couple pages, starting on page 190 and running through to page 197, it features all the different die sets. So one of the things that you'll notice that's different in this catalog from the other catalogs is that the die sets are now just called dies. So in the past, they were called framelets or thinlets or edgelets, but now they're just called dies. So it's going to be super helpful because that's what we always called them anyways. And quite honestly, I wasn't quite sure what the difference was between a framelit and a thinlet. So this just makes it a lot clearer and a lot easier to understand. So there's a variety of different dies in this catalog. And as you can see, it tells you which ones are new. So that little symbol is there next to the new ones. And remember, if they coordinate with a stamp set, it will tell you that underneath the die. So like, for example, this one coordinates with the Pocket of Happiness stamp set on page 18. So you know what stamp set this goes with. Okay, let's go to page 198 where we will find the embossing folders. So a couple things I want to point out about the embossing folders. So first of all, it's just these two pages, page 198, 199. Now there are two types of embossing folders. So the 3D embossing folders are featured in this orange or orangish reddish color. So those are the thicker embossing folders. And then the other embossing folders that are featured here in the light purple, these are your regular embossing folders. Then on pages 200 through 203, we have a variety of different project kits. So this is a brand new kit and it looks absolutely beautiful. It has some little felt embellishments in it, and the colors are just so bright and cheerful. So that looks like a really fun kit. So you'll notice that this kit makes 12 cards. So the kit comes with everything that you see pictured here. So you can use your own stamp set, or you can use the stamp set that's recommended. That is something that you have to purchase separately. So when you take a look at the kits, and I'll show you on the next page, pay attention to what they come with, because some are all-inclusive and some are not, and this one is not all-inclusive. Then on the next couple of pages, you will find some of the all-inclusive kits. So these kits come with everything you need to make the projects that are in the kit. So this one is a 15-card kit, and it comes with everything you need to make 15 cards, 3 of 5 different designs. And it includes the Looking Up stamp set and the ink. And same thing with some of these kits. So you can see they all say all-inclusive kits, so they come with everything that you need. And here's what the stamp sets look like. So these are the finished projects on this side, and this is what the stamp set and you get like a little ink spot in each of the kits. The stamp set, you get a little acrylic block. You get a really nice little box, so once you're done making all of the projects, you can give them away as a gift, or you can store them in this nice little box. So these 2 pages go together. All right, and then on page 204, so actually starting on page 204 and going through page 207, you will find all the host items. So these items are exclusive to hosts and can only be purchased with host dollars, which Stampin' Up calls Stampin' Rewards. So you can see by the chart here that you can earn Stampin' Rewards. You can earn 10% of your total order when your order is $150 or more. So you can earn host rewards for individual orders, or if you host a stamping party or event, or if you're part of a club, this is where your Stampin' Rewards, your free products come from. So for example, if I placed a $150 order, I would earn 10% of $150, so I would earn $15 in free product. And so with that $15, I can choose one of these host sets. You can only order the host sets with your Stampin' Rewards that you earn. You cannot order these just as a regular order. So I hope that makes sense. So obviously you can see the higher the total of your order, the more you earn percentage-wise in free products. And when you reach 450, you earn a half-price item. So, for example, if I was doing a stamping event at someone's house, they were hosting, and they had, let's say, 5 guests, and each of those guests place an order. If the party reaches 150, my host earns this. If it reaches 300, the host earns this, and so on and so forth. So, obviously, the more people you have at a party, the more the orders will add up and the more the host will earn. But again, you can earn these same types of things with your own individual orders. Okay, so here you can see all the rest of the host sets. So these are all the different sets that you can earn with your Stampin' Rewards. Now, your Stampin' Rewards are not just limited to these host sets, so if you don't want any of the host sets, that's fine. You can use your $15 in Stampin' Rewards or whatever you earn in Stampin' Rewards to get anything out of the catalog, anything that you want. All right, then we are coming to the end here. So on page 208, just gives you a little bit of information about becoming a demonstrator. So I have to say that one of the best deals in the Stampin' Up! Catalog is this starter kit and becoming a demonstrator. And the reason I say that is you can become a demonstrator for any reason. You can become a demonstrator to start your own business. You can become a demonstrator just simply for yourself to get the 20% discount on products. No matter what reason you become a demonstrator, the starter kit is $99 and you get to choose $125 worth of products from the catalog, and you only pay $99. Shipping is free. So we just launched this new catalog, so if you have a really long wish list, like I always have a really long wish list every time we launch a new catalog, you can get your products at a discount. So you can start out, choose $125 worth of products from this new catalog. You can pay $99, and then you will become a demonstrator. You'll get your own demonstrator ID. You can sign in and order products just for yourself. And every time you order products for yourself, you get a 20% discount. So it's a super deal. So you can find more information about the starter kit and about becoming a demonstrator by clicking on the link that I have in the description below this video. Now the next couple of pages, page 209 through 211, is really just an index of all the different stamp sets. So they're all alphabetical. So if you know the name of the set, you can look it up here. It'll tell you what kind of set it is, how much it is, and what page you can find it on. And then the last two pages here, so you have your accessories index. So if you're looking for adhesives or baker's twine or glimmer paper, you'll find the accessories listed here on this page. It'll tell you what the accessory is and what page you can find it on. So it's a quick and easy reference guide. And then the last page of the catalog features Stampin' Up's monthly kit program called Paper Pumpkin. So you can learn more about Paper Pumpkin by visiting my website, which is featured at the top of the screen. When you get to my website, just click on Paper Pumpkin and get all the details. All right, so that's it. We made it all the way through the new catalog. Woohoo! I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of the new catalog. As you can see, there are a variety of fabulous new products as well as some returning favorites. And if you've been following along, there were a total of 8 giveaways today. So to enter the drawing for the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment below this video that automatically qualifies you for the drawings for all 8 of the items that I shared with you today. So for the grand prize and the second part of the giveaway, remember you had to write down the names of all 8 of the regular prizes that I'm giving away. And if you did that, you can submit your answers to me to be entered for the grand prize. Now the grand prize, are you ready? Is going to be a bundle of products from the new catalog. So I have decided to give away this particular bundle. So let me bring this closer. So I will be giving away the Floral Essence bundle. So you'll get the stamp set and the punch. So I'll hold a drawing for this bundle. All you have to do is submit your 8 answers to me. There is a link in the description below this video that tells you how to enter the second part of the grand prize drawing. So you have until the time of the drawing to post your comment on this video, and then winners will be announced on June 11th at 7 p.m. on my website at stamptasticdesigns.com. So all you'll have to do, so that includes the winner of the grand prize. So all you have to do is simply click on the winner's circle page that evening. If you are one of the lucky winners, you can claim your prize simply by filling out the form on my website. So good luck to all of you for the grand prize and for the other prizes.
Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by liking it and sharing it with your friends. Enjoy the new catalog. Take care, and I'll see you soon.